Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Disney faces an unknown future as the cootie takes its toll on its media empire. In other words, it's on the edge of bankruptcy. As the article points out, crowded theme parks, theaters packed with boisterous Marvel and Star Wars fans. Strange they didn't mention actual Disney movies or Pixar. Bustling hotels, cruise ships, and retail stores. No media company seems more vulnerable to social distancing than Disney. Wow, now that's truth in the press. So rare. Over the last century, Disney has built a sprawling empire centered around entertaining large crowds in dense spaces. But following one of the best years ever in 2019, including the record-breaking release of Avengers Endgame and the launch of Star Wars Lands, that's really the second one didn't do well. It actually really didn't do well. The pandemic brought Disney to a halt in a matter of days, and literally to a halt, as in there's nobody working in so many of the places now. Executives like Executive Chairman Bob Iger and the new, dare we say, invisible CEO Bob Chapek are in the midst of dealing with the health and economic crisis. Yet as they deal with the immediate blow to the earnings, the long-term question lingers as to whether Disney's assets, which have become liabilities because of the cootie, could affect a light at the end of the tunnel. As in, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Or is it the very light of the tunnel? Go into the light, Carol Ann. Oh, let's see. It says, I'm going to skip all that stuff. No one is suddenly bored of Disney. The ability for Disney is to thrive in so many applications. TV, comics, film, parks, books, on ice shows, video games is encouraging. But notice every single one of those are with people getting together. So yes, they've got a great brand. But, and see right here, no media company was more beloved. But the problem is, there's nowhere to go love them. I love you, where are you? Oh, you're over there with the cootie. I'm good. While Disney appears to be well ahead of schedule, with so many parts of the company idled or hobbled, it's not enough to compensate for the setbacks. It's interesting that they use the phrase ahead, appears to be well ahead of schedule. Yeah, and closing down, that's not a schedule anybody wants, unless it's the weekend. Ball noted that Disney is an incredibly diversified media company, and that's usually an advantage in times of a crisis, as it offers stability and limits overall exposure. Oh, but not this time. No. But with the cootie hitting nearly every element of Disney, the only exception is really its streaming services, Hulu and Disney Plus. But neither is profitable yet. Do we even need the word yet? And if it says it's not profitable, that means they're making no money. They're losing money on that too. So that means nothing's coming in. Oh, here you can buy Yoda mask now. Oh, sorry, Baby Yoda mask and R2-D2 mask and Luke Skywalker mask. Don't even bother trying to buy Poe or Finn or Rey because they didn't make them because they know nobody wants them. They've already come to the conclusion. We need to do only things that we're pretty sure will make money because, you never know what's going to make money. You just do your best. Given its strong, stable pop culture properties, Disney has the branding assets and consumer loyalty to rebound from the cootie, but no one knows how long the recovery will take. And nobody's thinking it's going to be short. And what permanent financial damage is being done to Disney in the process? No, but we're all seeing black clouds, ain't we? So for the first time in decades, the company is heading into an unknown future. One that no amount of Disney magic can fix right now. They were kind of running out of magic at the end of 2019. They really kind of blew their wad. Very Leo the 10th there for you history nuts. If things come back to normal, and they're not, Disney's rise would likely be equal to its fall, Mr. Nathanson said. But people just, they don't know what's coming, and it looks bad. So anyways, there's the fact that they're getting really close to being bankrupt. But I want to throw in something entirely different. I want to suggest this. After monitoring what's been going on around LA, because if you were in LA right now, then you would, and you were to actually go out to LA, not just stay in your house, you would discover what I discovered last week, because I've been on lockdown. I've been on lockdown, so I thought everybody else was. And then last Friday, I went out because I got called back for a short session at work. So I went there, and it was a 12-mile jaunt. And in that 12-mile jaunt, I saw 70% of the businesses open. I was stunned. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we were all on lockdown. The traffic was stuffed to the gill. There was no difference whatsoever in traffic. The list of businesses that were open were, of course, grocery stores, liquor stores, marijuana stores, food stores, any auto parts stores, all auto repairs were open, cleaning stores were open, all fast food were open with drive-through. So this was the afternoon, so they were making just as much business with the drive-through as always. I'm trying to think. So all those businesses were, and then coming back, Costco's open, Walmart's open, Target's open. So it was really, really disturbing, because I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. All of these businesses are open, but there's like 30% that are forced to stay down. So you can go to Costco, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can get your car fixed, you can get car parts, you can go to the drugstore, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to freaking Target and Walmart and buy clothes. Well, I'm not sure about that, but you can go to Target and Walmart. I don't know if you can buy clothes because I didn't go in them. But you can't go to church. And you can't go to the movies. And you can't go to the theme parks. Okay. Oh, but they were all social. Oh, and the banks were open too. And they're all social distancing. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. You can social distance in church. And you can social distance at theme parks. It's just not as easy. But here's what I want to get to. Now that I've released that revelation of what's really out there, at least in LA, and I did ask people, I said, hey, you guys drive around. If you hadn't been told we were on lockdown, would you know? And they're like, nope. You would have no clue. Look, it's like a summer day because the schools are closed. It's like a summer day out there. There's cars everywhere. There's people everywhere. So if you think the science is that, hey, we're going to lock down these states and get rid of the cootie. No, not when 70% of them are locked down. I'm sorry, when 70% are actually running free. If you've got 70% of businesses commingling and you're only choosing as a government to force 30% into bankruptcy, first of all, that's really, really cruel. And second of all, you did nothing for the science. And locking the beaches down and locking the parks down and all the stuff that's fun, let's face it, all the stuff that's fun is what they've locked down. So, my final point is this, which is the whole point of this video. If they open them up, the people will come. They will. If 70% of the people in LA are out there right now, doing business right now, are they wearing masks? About 90% of them are. They'll come. Disney will fill back up. The theaters, I don't know. The theaters weren't filling up before. They really weren't. So, but if you open those theme parks, Magic Mountain, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, all the other ones, they'll fill back up. They won't be at maximum capacity like they used to be, where they were stuffed to the gills and people were being squished through fences. But, yeah, they'll fill up. And we'll see you in the future.